Hey guys, SoloJones here, back for my second cast on the Exodus Gaming StarCraft channel. As you can see down here in the bottom left corner on this weird custom map that we're playing, it's one that I've never played before. It's really open. You got these backdoor rocks that can be broken from this high ground, so that makes this a really important expansion to take if you want to hold out against that, because this is a pretty good choke to defend at. And you can defend from this ramp, but if he takes this, he's overlooking your base, and it's going to be really hard to break that. Plus, he can just sneak in whenever he wants, and you're pretty well contained. Natural, or I suppose this is the natural. That one's actually closer. It's just, and in a better position. It's just blocked by those rocks. But the natural is down here off the ramp. Kind of hard to defend. It's sort of like on Zelnaga Caverns, where you've got your ramp leading out, and you've got your base right here. And this is going to be a very cool guy, Jeff from Lag TV. That's MaximusBlack. I will definitely put a link to Lag TV, but if you're watching this video, you probably know what Lag TV is. And me, I am the blue Zerg up in the top right corner. So let's do this. And guys, I will end up casting games that aren't my own, I swear. But obviously, I don't have to send myself my own games, and I don't have to wait for people to submit them. Because there's only a few people in the clan, and no one submitted any replays that they want to have cast yet, so that's not been an issue yet. As you can tell, this game, for the sake of professionalism, I'm going to turn my sound down even more, even though it was already turned around, and go ahead and keep this replay going. Go on 2-speed for this a little bit, and this ends up being a really good game, so we'll see what happens. Zerg versus Zerg is usually not a very good game. It's usually either one person just wipes the other. Well, usually, yeah, just one person wipes the other, and it's usually pretty early. Either that or one person manages to hold off a fast expand, and then that person will win in the late game because they have such a huge advantage. I'm sending out a scout before he does. We're up to 14 food. It looks like I am saving up for either a pool or an expansion. He is going to be doing something really mean and stealing both of my gases. Oh, Jeff. Oh, Jeff. And he's getting his own spawning pool. He took out my drone with all of his. That was weird. And I really need to get on taking... There's a gas. I got the early expansion, so I wasn't able to get the extractor up. That sucks. Like, if I had just gone 14 pool and then 13 gas, I would have had that up before he got there, and he wouldn't have been able to easily gas block me. But I'm just going to send this drone to wail away, because he did let it finish instead of canceling it. I suppose it is hard to cancel and remake over and over again with two of them. But my expansion is going up. I'm going to be transferring some drones down here and get my minerals up. Gonna be getting that spawning pool, got the spawning pool, and getting some Zerglings out to go kill that, ooh, excuse me guys, got a bit of a sore throat, think I might be catching something. Take down these extractors up here. And as you see, my overload's coming in, seeing that he is only on one gas, but he somehow for some reason took his other gas, and getting a Roachborn down, which is a pretty good move in the ZVZ, especially if one person is doing speedlings, though a lot of speedlings can overwhelm roaches pretty well if they get some good positioning. As you can see, my queen and these Zerglings are going to be taking out this gas, and I'm going to get my gas with no problem, and I'm going to have a mineral advantage here. I probably should take 2 gases to try to make up for the fact that I lost that one, and I already have the mineral advantage, so it'll be really good. Need to move these spine crawlers over to defend the ramp, because they're just kind of not protecting my main base at all right here. And he is moving out with a whole heck ton of speedlings. So this doesn't look good, because I've only got 7 Zerglings that are not speedlings. Got some drones coming out, and I really need to hold this. He's just going to sneak right past my spine crawlers and go for my main base. I really should have predicted this, bailing out as many drones as I can. And he's going to overwhelm everything, kill my queen. And I'm just going to fall back to these defenses, take the double gas so that I can finally get some gas up. He is going to kill my spawning pool, but I think my speed did finish in time. Let's go back to 1 speed. Nope, speed's not done yet. So I'm going to be getting another spawning pool here. And going to be playing catch up, because while he did take out a whole lot, we're actually not... I'm actually ahead of him in income, but that's partially because I'm not on gas. And, wow, it just seemed like everything was going on the fast speed there, but whatever. Or the normal speed, and he's going to be taking out my extractors and things while I am able to build up a bit of a defense here. And eventually I'm going to go on a Zergling hunt, because I do have quite a few Zerglings, and I'm going to get speed as soon as this pops up. He is not expanding, but he does have his lair up, getting a Spire to follow up with Mutalisks. I am predicting this, so I'm also getting my lair up, because I know that I would get Mutalisks in this situation, because he doesn't think I'm going to be prepared for it. So I'm going to be getting a Spire of my own. Go, go, Spire, go. And not retaking the main yet. He's got a lot of Zerglings coming back, so they did all survive. Taking out my Overlord. This was a pretty major mistake of mine, because now I'm going to be a bit supply blocked, which is not good when I'm this in this tight of a situation already. Luckily, I will be able to hold anything he throws at me for a little bit. These Zerglings are not going to, well, they're destroying this to get a faster path to my base, but they are not going to be too much of a threat to this many Zerglings with Spine Crawlers and a Queen. So he's going to be taking out these rocks. Can't get a really good concave under anything. Let's go back to the production tab. We're about even. He's going to have a Spire a little bit before me, but I will have Mutalisk up in time to fight him off. Finally getting speed, geez, and retaking my main. So we're both about to be on 2 bases, so I'm actually not that far behind this game. It's just a matter of whether or not I can get defenses up in time to prepare for these Mutalisks. Do have a decent amount of gas saved. He does have 4 Mutas coming out. Looks like I am also going to have 4 by the time it gets here. And I gotta have a lot of speedlings. So actually, this is a pretty even battle. Except he does have these roaches. These roaches are going to give him a pretty big advantage in this fight. Hopefully he engages near my Spine Crawlers, and I'm going to be able to get him. Does the smart thing, sends out 1 Zergling to scout, see that I have this base. And he's probably going to try a run by and get back into my main again and keep me from getting that second base so that he can saturate his second base and really have it going. But I do see this with all these drones that he's going to surround and destroy. Or nope, he's going to go for the actual base. And I do have the Speedling advantage here, but he is going to be moving in with his Mutas relatively soon, I think. I don't know where they went. Oh, they're collecting down here, but I have a few right here, which he does not have backup for this. Hopefully the Queen and the Mutas will be able to take these out. But since his, ooh, he's got some Banelings here. Let's see some micro. Oh, fantastic micro there from me. Really giving myself the advantage against those Banelings, but I really didn't expect them. Now I'm going to be sitting in 1 at a time. That's not bad. Wastes himself on a larva there. Okay. And he's going to be taking out my main yet again. Good job, Jeff, with those Zerglings. He doesn't have any saturation on his second base yet, though, so we're still pretty even in income. He is not pulled ahead. I'm actually ahead of him. Wow. Need to pull my Mutas back, though, or that is going to change. Lost my Queen here. Gonna be hopefully getting another one. Bring my Mutas back to defend. Oh, yes, okay. So that was some good timing on those Mutas. Looks like I am going to have enough to hold this off. And, yeah, so basically I think he did take a bit of a lead there. Yeah, he took a bit of a lead in Harvesters, and in the production you can see, for some reason, running his Mutas and Roaches in, even though I have tons of defense. Mutas to take out everything. You can see the resource count. I'm behind him, but that's going to slowly change as I am going to be taking out all of these Roaches. He needs to run these guys back. He could have still done some good with them, but no, he's going to get maybe one drone kill with them. So that was kind of just a suicide mission that didn't work out too well. He did get my Spine Crawlers. I'm going to have to be replacing at least one of those. Going to retake my main, try to get on 2 base. That's my only chance here, is to try to get some economy down. But I also have to do some damage to him, because for all I know, this is a fully saturated second base, and I am completely screwed. So I'm going to be sending these Mutas down here to do something to him. It could actually be pretty effective. I'm going to be taking out this Queen. It's going to work quite nicely. And then I'm going to go for these Overlords. Or no, not, because I see these Speedlings coming down. Really didn't need to overreact and send my Mutas back. It's only 5 Speedlings. Could have just gotten a few Zerglings out, just like 3 eggs worth, and done it that way. Maybe left this 1 Muta back here to help defend. Didn't need to do this, but, you know, everyone makes mistakes. And going to take out a few of these Speedlings pretty easily. He does have a good number of Mutas here, but not as many as me. Go back to the production tab. He's getting, I'm getting more Mutalisks and those 2 Spine Crawlers. He's also getting more Mutalisks, and I have nothing in production. He's going to be trying to, he's going to be scouting out that I am getting the second base down. Got more Mutas right here. And I'm just going to go for the harass, try to see if I can take down this base. But I see that there's no drones there, so I'm going to come back, try to take out any production he has. Let's see, is he going to get supply blocked here? Looks like I may supply block him a little bit. Nothing major though. Nope, no supply block. As you can see in the resources, it's pretty even still. So, no one has the advantage here, despite what you think. We both have our second base up. Mine's actually got a little bit more saturation than him, but his main has more saturation than me. He has a good amount of spore crawlers here to defend against my Mutalisks, so I'm going to stop getting Mutalisks and start pumping Zerglings. These Zerglings could end up quite well against this, because he is prepared for air and I am supply blocked. He is prepared for air and not for anything else. We're still quite even in food. He's a little bit ahead of me. But I am pumping out the Zerglings, so I should be evening that up fairly quickly. And, wow, this is a really even, really swingy game so far. Sending more Zerglings up, kinda not the best idea, because they're right in the path of my Mutalisks, and I could get some free kills. Still more Mutas in the production tab, and soon I'm going to be switching over to Mass Zergling to try to catch him off guard, because he will probably prepare for air, and I can distract with my Mutas while running in here with my Zerglings. And we'll see how well that works. He's going to be taking out this Overlord that I left here for some stupid reason. And running into my base. Not going to work too well, because I do have these Mutalisks here. He may take out I mean, he is going to take out a few drones. It's actually going to be quite painful for me. Actually only like 2 or 3 drones went down, so that was very much to my advantage, that exchange right there. And as you can see in the resources, it sort of shows. Yeah, it really shows. I've pulled ahead of him pretty hard. He does have these 7 mutas over here, but I have 11 mutas, so I really have a pretty big advantage here. I just need to press this advantage and to do well against him. I feel really behind though, because he has had the second base for a while, and I figured he'd have it. I figured he'd have it saturated by now, but that is not the case. As you can see, both of us just pumping more mutaling. I'm able to pump more than him though, because I do have that better economy, significantly better. Jeez, okay. Because he is dwindling on his main base. I am not, because my main base never really, you know, got to mine, and I still have plenty on this second base as well. So I have a huge advantage here. I need to move in and make something happen pretty soon before he catches up. Either that or expand and hold it and try to get farther ahead than I already am. He still has these mutas hanging out up here, getting reinforced by more mutas, but I still have the muta count over him. I'm pumping Zerglings in an attempt to catch him off guard. Like I said, there we go, 16 more coming out, and this should be pretty devastating against what he's got down here. He's got, what, a bunch of queens, some Zerglings, no spine crawlers at his secondary base. He's preparing only for air, so if I can take out this base, that would be a huge advantage towards me. Let's see how it goes. And moving in with this flock. I could have moved up there and caught his forces off guard, but instead I'm just going to go in for the attack. Send my mutas in at a different angle for my Zerglings. He's going to have his mutas here picking him off, but he got his mutas separated, so I'm going to get some very easy free mutaless kills. So now my advantage is even bigger than it was. His queens are going to be taken out. I need to move these guys back, or these... Oh, don't go for the main, don't go for the main, go for the expansion. He's got a lot of mutalisks here. Need to bring all mine in together. Really take everything out. Looks like I do have the advantage, and I am going to win this battle. It's going to be very close in Mulus. Oh, but he is reinforcing, so it's not going to be too great. But I am doing lots of damage with these Zerglings. Here we go, running into the main. And let's see how I go against his income is basically nothing now. I have a huge income advantage. I should be able to just stream Mutalist and beat him. Or do a tech switch to Hydralisk would actually be really good right now. I do have the Spire. I can do that. Accidentally bringing in my mutas right now, but I am going to be taking out a whole lot of his drones here. Need to take out this Spore Crawler. Holy jeez, it's got 18 health. It would have taken like 2 more Zergling hits. Especially since I am getting that upgrade now. I do have +1 attack. While he is still on 0-0. Does he have a Mutalisk upgrade? No upgrades at all for him. Got this guy scoping out this base right here. And I feel really behind right now because he pushed me off. He might actually be behind. This looks really bad for me because he does have a pretty big advantage here. I am going to be getting... well, most of my guys are going to die here. But because he has so many low health guys, and wow, he's really doing a number on my economy. This sucks so badly. Let's see. Yep, and now he's caught me again in economy. These Mutalisks are going to be able to do a significant amount of damage, and I'm going to bring these queens in to destroy